What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Dan here, and I have a very special video for you today. Today is a very special day for me. It is January 4th, 2015, and for those of you who have been subscribed for long enough, at least a year anyway, you guys would, well, hopefully, remember that it's my birthday today. That's right, I turn another year older. I have turned, sorry, just getting used to saying it. I've turned 24 years old, and you know what, I use it, for those of you who are new to the channel, this video, I make this once a year. This video isn't a attention grab like, hey, look at me, it's DanQ8000, it's my birthday, my day, everyone just, praise me and only me, etc. That's not what this is about. I use my birthday to kind of recap my previous year and things I'm going to be doing in my upcoming year. So anything I want to change or start doing, or things that I learned from last year, or things that happened last year that I'd like to talk about. You know what I mean? Just kind of stuff to go into the new year. Being that my birthday is so early in the year, it allows me to do so, and like just use that as a good time to prepare myself for the upcoming year. So that's what this is. You guys don't have to get on your knees or anything like that. Don't worry. I keep banging into stuff. I just want you guys to know that 2014 as a year for me as a person, as a channel, I'd say it was very good. I had so much fun. I played a lot of games, had a lot of fun doing it with you guys. Having you guys join along for the ride. We had ups, we had downs, but that's every year. That's almost every, there would not be a perfect year. I extremely doubt there'd ever be a year without problems or issues, you know what I mean? But it was still a great ride, even though the games that came out weren't too fantastic. I mean, even in my top 5 games of 2014, I felt like they could have been, like, even the games I picked, I liked them, but I felt like I missed out on a few games, unfortunately, and the games that did make it to the countdown, a couple of them probably wouldn't have even been on there. So everyone was a little confused, like, "Dan, why are you voting this game? It makes no sense. We didn't like it, blah blah blah," etc. But you know what? I do like games. I try not to look too far into them. I try to just play games for sheer enjoyment as much as I can, and that's just how I base my decisions off of those games, in case you were curious. But with that being said, I have plans for the new year. I have a lot of things I want to do, a couple things I'm changing, and I have a new series that I want to start that I think you guys would really like, and basically, let me just get this. I'm sure, again, new subscribers, I'll bring this to your attention here. Any sort of, at the end of the year, I always do best of videos or moments, little montages. And montages, usually it's the top 10 games in my opinion. So it's like what my favorite games were of the year. There's usually 10 of them. And as well as there's fan voted favorite moments. So you guys get to, from whatever series you watch, keep in mind it has to be from the year. I just want to let you guys know that. Whatever game or content, if it's a video from that particular year, you can vote on it as your favorite moment. Whether it be something funny, something crazy, I go rage mode, anything that you found entertaining, you can just tell me what it is. And then I take, that's what I take the videos, I have the votes, and I add everything up, and I make a nice compilation for you guys. So it's really fun, because it allows me to revisit my past year, and I'm like, oh, I totally forgot about that. That was a lot of fun. That was so cool. And I get to be a little more creative and just kind of just reminisce on how good, there are high points to the year. You know what I mean? Even though we had some trouble and there were, not too many games, we find ways to get the fun out of the game. You know what I mean? Well, a lot of people love that fan-voted moments. It's their favorite montage for the year in videos. And therefore, I've decided to do something a little bit new for 2015 onward. We're going to see how well it does. But I'm willing to put in a little bit extra work to give you guys better content. Since I am now doing this full-time, I'll get to that in a bit. But what I want to start doing is, upon the completion of games or series, so say, for example, let's talk about briefly, let's just say the Order 1886 comes out, I believe, in February. I would like to do, once I'm done the series, so say once my full Let's Play is uploaded, I want to do a funny moments compilation upon completion and just take all the funny moments from that game or funny happenings from that game and make one big compilation and then post them once it's all done, and then you guys could check it out. That way, if you didn't get a chance to see it, god damn, I gotta work out some better system with this mic. Keep bumping it. But you guys can, if you never got a chance to watch it, or you want to relive those moments, you get like a nice, hearty compilation of the funniest moments of that game. So I think that'd be really awesome. And doing that would allow people to remember more funny moments for the year-end video. You see what I mean? There's that way you can put it in a best of, best of the funny moments or the best moments or whatever. And we'll see how it goes, of course. But you know what I mean? That's something I want to do. And if that's something you guys would be interested in, you got to let me know down in the comments if you'd love to see that. I think you guys would. I mean, from what I've heard, people are like, Dan, you got to do montages. I mean, funny moments, etc., more often. I'm like, you know what? I'm starting to think about it. Yes, I really should. And I think that'd be great to see. It'd be a great addition to the DanQ8000 channel. And I think a lot of people would enjoy it. You know what? Another thing, I've mentioned this a couple times in some my gameplays. But another thing that's coming in 2015 that I'm actually quite excited for. My mom would probably murder me when she finds this out. But I'm looking into getting my bike license and a motorcycle because, I don't know, I just think they're so awesome, you know what I mean? And I think it's time I finally got one. I love vehicles, I love cars, and I want to diversify myself by getting a bike and seeing the world from a whole new different standpoint. So that's something else to look forward to. And perhaps I'll start motovlog, excuse me. I don't know, maybe that could be the thing that you guys want to watch. Maybe I'd separate it and start a new channel altogether, or just put them on the channel I have now. I don't know. But stuff like that is what's coming, you know what I mean? You never know. There's always plenty of entertainment on my channel, so you guys will never be disappointed in that regard. Well, at least I hope. And, keeps things fresh and entertaining. Back to what I was saying, because 2014, basically it was a dream come true for me. In November 2014, I made the decision with the help of my girlfriend and the rest of my family that I took a much needed step, something that I've been striving to ever since 2010, which is when I started posting Let's Plays to my channel. I've been around on YouTube longer than that, and I used to post other stuff before my Let's Plays, but I became a Let's Player in 2010. So since I was 19 years old, I've been at this, you guys. That's pretty crazy. 5 years in the works. Pretty spectacular. 5 years of Let's Plays. So, not necessarily as active in 2010, but you know what I mean. The stuff picks up. But, basically, I had, from that moment, from as long as I can remember, I had been working a full-time job. Long time. And I've been grinding it out for years and years and years and years. And it's always been physical labor. I've been always moving. I've been lifting heavy stuff. That's always been my line of work, it seems. I'm always working outside. And it put a lot of stress on my body and on myself. Like, not just my body, you know what I mean? Like, mentally and everything. And that, especially my latest job, it left me with a lot of stress. And that stress would often get transferred to my YouTube content. And that was like the last straw. The fact that I was getting so stressed out, losing my mind over everything. And it was affecting how I talk to you guys, how I talk to my family. How my attitude was affected around them. So I just couldn't have that. I'm like, I'm away from work. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be feeling this annoyed. I shouldn't be this, right? So I made the decision. Gotta quit that job, go on YouTube full time, because you know what? It is doing well enough to sustain myself and then some. It's great. I'm really living my dream. It's finally the thing I wanted to do. People may not know this. Some new people may not know this. Some of you may. I went to college a few years ago. I did a couple classes in 2009, and I couldn't find my niche. I couldn't find what I wanted to do, and it just didn't see. I'm like, you know what? I don't want to do this right now. I'm gonna work for a bit, maybe just look into some stuff and figure out what I wanted to do. And then I stumble upon YouTube and being a content creator, and it's been an experience like no other. Like, it's crazy. Like I was saying with the stress. My previous job made me very, very impatient. Way more impatient with everything in my life. Everything. YouTube, especially when I'm driving on the road, just people in general, you know what I mean? I would lose my mind over certain like small things, or I just little things would annoy me even more. Which kind of leads to what I was going to mention this anyway, which leads to the video I posted yesterday. I recorded it on the 2nd of January. Basically, it was a Dan rants on my intro that I did, the 3-second intro. And a lot of people didn't like how I talked to them. I totally get it. I was out of line. I removed the video, but a lot of people wanted to see it, so I put it back onto public, and people wanted to see, but I wanted everyone to understand. I put a bunch of annotations. I changed the title. I changed my comment. So my highest like comment in that video, I changed it to share my apologies and just show you guys the frustration. And I mean, I can't really get into what has happened in my life in the past like 2 years that I was working at this other company, the one I just left. But let's just say it messed with me, okay? It did things to me more than you could. It's easy. It's enough for someone just to say, oh, it's one thing for them to just be like, I hate my job. It sucks. You know what I mean? I got to grind and then come home and I'm tired, blah, blah, blah. It was much more than that. That job was seriously destroying me mentally more than physically. Like, I cannot explain to you the events that drove me towards the edge. You know what I mean? Every day, not a single day was flawless. Obviously, that's not the case, but not a single day would go by where I would be like, I feel great about that day. Not one time. So when I say that, and I still, that job, which pisses me off even more than you can imagine, the fact that it kind of destroyed a little part of me. I know that sounds lame and cliche, but destroyed a part of me that I used to really respect. My patience, my kindness, my understanding is pretty much gone. I mean, I'm still as kind as you can get. I'll be as polite as possible with everybody who gives me the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? Like, you're a nice person. I'm going to be triple as nice to you because you were nice to me first. It does not happen often. That's what I'm talking about, guys. And now that I can, like before, the thing about that job was I could step away from YouTube for a day, for like 4 days, 12 hours a day. I could step away from YouTube and just anything online, keyboard warriors or just people behind the keyboard, just commenting on stuff that really just frustrates me or annoys me. I was able to take a step away from it. You know what I mean? I was able to walk away and be like, okay, I'm not going to worry about this right now. I'm going to go to work and, work and bust my ass so I can come back and, do a little bit better. But since I'm doing this full time now, it's been 100% YouTube. And that's all I see is those YouTube comments. But like I said, coming back every day and seeing little things, like people are like, Dan, just brush them off, brush them off. I wish I could, I really, really wish I could. And it's just not that simple. Everyone's like, just block them. It really isn't that simple. Coming from the type of work that I did, the crap I put up with on a daily basis at that job, and then having to come and then just looking at these comments over and 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 over again, it just builds up. And that's just the kind of person I am. I'm kind of stubborn. I don't want to, I mean, trust me. I don't want these things to bother me. For some reason, I've always done this. For some reason, when I see a comment, there's tons and tons and tons of positives, 90% positive. And then there's that 10% that just goes, hey, Dan, hello. You know what I mean? And I just focus on it and I just dwell on it for some reason. And it's just, I guess, how I am. Like I said, I'm stubborn. There's all these good and positive things that a lot of people are saying, which is fantastic. And I love you guys for that. And then there's just this small portion of people who say the other thing. That's the thing. That's the problem with me. I'm just so, I have to try and please everyone. I know it's impossible, but there's something in my head telling me I have to do it. I have to do it. So when I see that, I'm doing something wrong, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And the frustration comes from me trying to better myself and not knowing what I did wrong and not being able to figure it out. And that thing there is what made me snap so bad. I know I'm kind of droning on about it, but I just wanted people to know that's not who I am. If you guys hung out with me for a day outside of YouTube, I swear to you, I'd be a completely different person. When I'm off of YouTube, when I'm really just having fun, like even on YouTube, I do have my fun, and but I don't worry about anything when I'm just with my friends or whatever, out and about, you know, having a good time. I don't think of this stuff, and I can just be myself. The old Dan from 2011 and 12 that a lot of people fell in love with, you know, that's who I really am. And I know I'm there. That's why this little stuff's been getting to me. I'm like, I know this isn't Dan. I know it's not Dan. I know the real Dan, and the real Dan is the Dan you knew from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic Let's Play. That's the real Dan. That much fun Dan. Star Wars, Connect Star Wars. That's the real Dan. Like, I know that's me. Back when this little stuff didn't bother me. That's why I'm so angry at my previous job, how much it screwed me up. So, which leads to my New Year's resolution to try and bring that Dan back. I know he's still there. I know he exists, and I know I can bring him back. I know I can. And I just gotta get used to it. I gotta block out these negative comments, take them with a grain of salt, use them to better myself, but not to the point where I'm destroying myself. Because I'm taking it too far. I'm taking the criticism too far. So that's what I'm aiming to do in 2015, this year. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to be a better, content creator. I'm going to put more effort. I'm going to do way more for you guys. I'm going to try and make everything better, which is why that intro hurt me so much, because I'm like, let me try. I mean, limited resources here. I don't have much space to really record something cool, so I'll have to put some more time, maybe do something digital, you know, like just a digital intro instead of something with me in it saying anything. Maybe that'll get the job done. Maybe I don't need one, or maybe just focus on that end video or whatever. We got to figure it out. You know what I mean? We'll figure it out. I'll get it going. I promise. I'll figure something out. But in the meantime, just be patient with me. If I ever lose my mind or do what I did in the rants video, just understand that's not me, and that's not really me talking. It's that stupid part of me I picked up at my most recent job, and I don't like it. I really don't. Trust me, I don't. But it's crazy how this video went from so chipper to being, you know, kind of dwelling or reminiscing on the stuff I said, and I don't know, just made me feel bad. I didn't mean to offend anybody, but you know what? If for those of you that left, I don't blame you. I would have done the same thing if I was in your shoes. For those of you who are still sticking up for me and still had my back, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. That just goes to show you I'm at least doing something right, that people like you guys are still putting up with my drama and bullshit that I'm creating. I'm letting the drama get to the channel, and I can't do that. This channel isn't about drama. This channel is about gaming, fun, laughter. That's what this channel is about. And I'm going to make it my mission in 2015 this year to just push forward and become the Dan that you all know and love. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is probably sounding ridiculous, and you're probably like, wow, this guy has issues. Well, let me tell you, this is just me opening up. I love opening up to you guys. It lets me feel closer to you guys, because unfortunately, most of the time, the closest I can really get to you guys is through a camera or through a microphone. So this is my way of, you know, telling you guys how much you mean to me. I don't want to be sappy or anything, but just be patient with me, and I'll change myself for the better. I will bring the old Dan back, get the stresses out, but just need you guys to stick with me for a bit longer, just to, you know, just in case. I can't, like, it's not like cold turkey, but I am definitely going to put 110% into this. I'm going to be as patient as I can be, because I want that Dan back more than anybody else. Trust me. I know a lot of people are probably saying, Dan, we miss the old you, or you've changed a bit. You know, it's so much drama. And you know what? You're right. You are right, and I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to bring that guy back that you all love. So 2015 looks good. 2014 was great. Speed bumps, of course, and all. I still had a great time with it. I'm living my dream. I'm doing YouTube full time, and that was huge for me. And like, you guys have no idea how huge this is for me. So I just want to thank everybody for sticking around, for coming along for the ride. Anybody new, welcome. I promise you I'll bring you some great content in the future. Let me know your thoughts on maybe some new series that you'd like to see. Maybe new stuff. Maybe I'll bring reviews back. We'll see about that. The other thing about reviews that I didn't like about myself is I feel like I wasn't very good at them. That's another thing I want to work on. So if I do reviews again, I'd want them to be good, you know, because a lot of the times I contradict what I say and my ratings would kind of be iffy, and people would point that out and be like, yeah, no, maybe I shouldn't be doing these, but you know what I mean? There's a lot of factors, and just understand there's more to it than meets the eye. And if you're, you know, if you're a YouTuber with a decent following, a good chunk of people watching you, just understand there's way more pressure and stuff gets to you. Ask any major YouTuber out there, they'll tell you the same thing. PewDiePie, but like, he lost it a few times and people expose him and just make him out to seem like this bad guy. You know, that happens to a lot of YouTubers. You know, they just snap, and this is their medium. This whole thing is their way of you know, sending their message out. And that's why I do my Dan rants. It allows me to send my messages and vent. Because when I talk to you guys, it feels like I have someone to bitch to. Not necessarily I'm bitching at you, but, you know, it's like your girlfriend or your wife or whatever. You're like, my day sucked, honey, but like, this guy did this. You can vent to them and feel good, and they got your back. That's why I do that to you guys, because that's how much I trust you guys. That's why I'm telling you this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I'm 24. I'm going on a snowboarding trip in a couple days here. Top 10 fan voted moments coming very, very soon. Bear with me a couple days, just waiting for a few more votes, and the video will go live. I cannot wait to start editing that sucker. It's going to be great. Hope you guys stick around for this year. I hope we grow. We grew a lot in 2014, and the thing is, my narrow mind misses that sometimes when I dwell on this little stuff. And we grew a lot of growth, and amazing. I'm just happy, okay? I really am happy, trust me. So I just got to stop letting this little stuff get to me. So thanks again, guys, for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, favorite it. And, you know, if you want to, you know, if you think I'm that special. But anyways, if you guys want to follow me on social media, I have a Facebook, Twitter, and an Instagram. I've been active on there a lot lately, like a lot. Like every day you'll see posts, and especially since I've done this full time. It's a great way for you guys to communicate with me, way easier than YouTube, because YouTube's just like comment. It's just so many comments everywhere. So it's a great way to do that. Links are all in the description. I also have a Twitch. I'm going to maybe start live streaming a little bit more, not on every game, but maybe like Q&As, stuff like that. Description as well. I do have a merchandise page if you guys are interested. I've been adding new items the last few days, and one of them I'm really proud of, so a lot of my fans I think will like it. Let's just say it's in regards to Trask, our good buddy Trask. So I'm sure you guys who are fans will know exactly who I'm talking about. Check it out. I'm pretty proud of that design. So if you're interested, I ordered mine. I ordered mine yesterday. So it's on its way here. I can't wait until it gets here so I can show you guys what it actually looks like in person. So, but if you guys are interested in one, go and check that out. Links are all in the description, of course. But if you don't want to do that, I'll make it easier for you. Facebook.com/DanQ8000. Twitter.com. I'm at DanQ8000. Instagram at DanQ8K. A little bit different. Someone took the name from me. And Twitch/DanQ8000. And, of course, my merchandise page is DanQ8000.spreadshirt.com. So links are all there, of course. And there's a new Reddit that a fan created. I might as well mention that now. There's a Reddit Team8000 link in the description as well. Just check. Everything is there. Everything you ever needed to know is in the description. It's a beautiful place, that description box. I recommend you guys check it out. So thanks again, guys. Take it easy. Have a great day. And I'll see you guys soon for plenty more videos and gameplay in 2015. Love you guys. Take care.